Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Wednesday, March 20th, 2024 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi, and our energy mantra for today is I am the unfolding consciousness of the universe. I was going to say cosmos, and then a little bug landed on my screen and it confused me. So I guess it's the universe. Hello! As of this recording, we are finishing up Pisces. Right around the time this is uploaded and posted and you're seeing this, we will have Sun in Aries. Equinox energy, spring. Here we are in the Northern Hemisphere. Spring is springing, fall for you Southern Hemisphere peoples. Nice little time of balance. And definitely pushing some balance lessons with this eclipse coming in. Just a few days. I'm kind of wowed. It's like kind of tiptoeing in. It's like you feel it in the background, and there's definitely some like music playing in the background, but it's tiptoeing in. So let's dig into Sun into Aries. Sun is moving into Aries at 8:06 p.m. Pacific time, Tuesday the 19th. So again, like I said, right around the time this video is posting is when we have the sun shifting. And of course, it shifts into 0 degrees. And so it's not a ta-da, countdown Happy New Year thing. Although technically this is the astrological New Year. That being said, Aries will jump off to a rocket start once we get past that 0 energy. And as I was sitting there listening, like, thank you, phone, to what is the topic? What is the energy for Aries? I heard the song Who Are You by The Who start playing in my head. And it feels really appropriate. I often focus on this. Who are you? Who is your truest unfolding of the I am? I believe all of us are so much more than we can even fathom ourselves of being. I think that the world has put us in boxes in a lot of ways, and so much of the work we're doing with Pluto and Aquarius and all of this Aries energy is little by little peeling off our layers and like seeing light through being in the box. And when I was sitting here, thinking about energy mantra, that's what came through. Like, you are the unfolding consciousness of the cosmos. The universe of the cosmos of the universe. How about that? And to just try to grasp that a little bit and start living as if, I think, is the work of all of us to help ourselves crawl out of the box and into the light of being. Now, Aries is the sign of I am. It is passionate. It's the first sign. It's ready to go in head first before the explanation is even finished. Aries energy is the warrior. Aries is ruled by Mars. It is active. It is passionate. It can be aggressive. And we all have this Aries energy in us somewhere that's looking so much for an outlet to feed the passion, the aggression, the inner warrior into. I think all of us need to pour our inner warrior into recognizing deeper versions of ourselves. And this is what this eclipse season, I believe, is about, is showing us ourselves in the world. And it's not always pretty. It's heartbreaking. It's irritating. It's ire building. It's tear-jerking, it's lovely, it's beautiful, it's ugly, it's all of those things, and we are all these things. And starting to recognize ourselves instead of pushing all of that away, but rather drawing it closer, is the work of Aries, to recognize I am that, I am this, I am that, I am all of this. It's very philosophical. What can I say? I'm a Sagittarius. I am. And this is how I explore the world. This Aries energy could be reactive as we have these eclipse energies coming in. Now, we've been having some eclipse over the last year in the sign of Aries and Libra. And this is going hand in hand with the nodal work, the North Node in Aries, and Chiron in Aries, and even Mercury working with the North Node in Chiron right now is all trying to help us figure out deeper layers of expressing our I am self in the world. Aries, the fire sign, is about taking that action. Now, I always caution it's good to check in with yourself. That's why we have Libra as the polar partner, as the balancing act of Aries. Libra's like, wait, do I need to check this out a little bit first? And as we are building into a Libra eclipse, it might be good to take a pause and like check before acting. But just know you may feel very reactive, especially as we're starting off Aries. Aries can also be very singular. Aries sometimes can remind me of the id that just needs its needs met. And we all have this piece within us, the id, that just needs its needs met. Recognize that and recognize where you may be running over others in the act of getting your needs met. See where you can recognize the other on a larger part of your I am. I always love the phrase in Lakesh, I am another you. So keep that in mind and then through this. So let's look at some of this other Aries or other energy that's working with us for the sun in Aries for Wednesday. Moon in Leo. Okay, so between sun in Aries and moon in Leo, our egos may be flaring a little bit. And it's really good to recognize them and see where they are reflecting important lessons for you, and also see where they may be taking over and going off on their own in order to protect you. Watch for that. Watch for your inner child. The youth in us. Aries is very young. It can be like the baby of the zodiac in some ways. And then Leo's the inner child. So we may find our youthfulness coming forth, which is fun, but again, may not be always acting in full consciousness. Speaking of consciousness, I pulled a lot of mental cards, and we do have Mercury and Chiron connecting today. So this is meant to be bringing some ahas around our I am energy, and possibly some personal healing that we need to do. The world is your mirror. Did you hear the ding? The world is your mirror. Notice. Notice, what is it teaching you right now? You also may find that there's some things about yourself that you need to speak. I'm hearing that song. I love it. Oh, I can't think of who sings it. I'm not aware of too many things. I know who I am, if you know what I mean. What I am is what I am. Edie Brickell. That song. We may need to sing that a little bit at the top of our lungs, or any other song that kind of feels like you and feels like liberating you. We also have the moon squaring Jupiter. This feels a little bit like a temper tantrum. Not getting all the things I want, your inner child, your id, they're really wanting right now. Watch for those temper tantrums. How can you serve yourself? And how is what's unfolding serving a higher level of your I am? And maybe, where are you being called to take action and go after it? I didn't even really fully look at these cards. These are interesting. Okay, we are definitely digging into some layers. We have the adventure card. This is like my Magic School Bus card, Magic School Bus going into our shadow, and we are being called to participate with these layers. We may even find some of these mental layers around who we are or who others have said we are kind of percolating. The universe is like consciousness. You are the unfolding consciousness of the cosmos. So bring yourself to this. The other piece that we have going on is the miser. Some holding on. You may be holding on to many of your identities. My teacher, Khufu, worked with us a lot on our identities. We all have them, and we kind of wear them like outfits. But there's pieces of us that are so beyond these identities, and sometimes these identities are the box that are keeping us stuck. So notice those coming up, and where you kind of like grasp onto them. So, since we are not doing a Rumi card, because moving beyond Sun and Pisces, even though we have other energies holding on the Pisces layer, I figured today, maybe not every day, but today, it would be great to pull a Puma, well, an Earth Warrior card, which happens to be Puma. Very Aries energy. Power awakening. I am Puma. I awaken within you the rigorous energy, fierce power, and ability to act without hesitation when the moment is right. My patience and strategy, my preparation and precision, my fearlessness and decisiveness are now your own. Allow my sacred medicine to fill your soul and bring courage to your heart. You have come into your power. Yes. And let us read the healing process for Puma. Find a comfortable place to sit or relax and say, Puma, Spirit of the sun, fire of the earth, your fierceness and intelligent use of power embodied in your sacred feminine form. Your presence awakens the power within my soul, and I leave doubt and fear behind. I am patient. I am determined. I shall not be swayed from my purpose. Procrastination and hesitation are no longer part of my way. I embrace your gifts for the greater good. With her certainty, I find my own conviction renewed. It is not a question of if, but a question of when. My spiritual attainment is inevitable. So be it. And then read through this visualization as you feel the energy in the description. Golden fur, shimmering copper in the sunlight, heat pulsing beneath the skin, as waves of contained energy are ready to be channeled in clean action at the right moment. Lean and powerful muscle, watchful steady gaze, no thought or distraction, just pure focus. The power rises within, and the moment to leap is here. Action, aliveness. This medicine wisdom of bold aliveness without hesitation is within my own soul, and I claim it. And it says now either close your eyes and relax or get up and move your body in whatever way feels best, for as long as feels good for you, and you have completed your healing action. So that is it. Happy spring, blessed balance, equinox, Ostara. You can book a reading. If you are wanting an eclipse reading, now is probably your last chance. I have a little bit of time on Friday. Email me for that. And besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and remember who you are and know that you are the solution. Namaste.